Golden Eagles are back out here on the hardwood inside of the Convocation Center for the very first home game of the 2025 season between the California Vulcans and the Charleston Golden Eagles. My name is John Sape. Alongside me is my good friend, Mr. Hunter Garman. Hunter, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing just fine, Sape. Just coming off commentating the women's game. We're looking at a really, really good matchup here between these two teams. The Vulcans 0-2, the Golden Eagles 2-0, but the Vulcans have had some really close games that have brought them to 0-2. So the record may say 0-2, but this is a much better team than what the record has been saying the last couple of games. Yeah,
those opening two games against the 11th ranked team at West Liberty, as well as falling to Wheeling by 5 points in the opening tournament. So a couple of close games, like you said, and the last game that you just did in the women's game against Fairmont, a close one as well, where the women fell by 574 to 69, another close one. So not the greatest of starts to the season, but again, only a couple games in. It's plenty of time to turn it around, but we do have some starters to get us going here. Starting off with the visiting Golden Eagles. Starting off, number 0, Braden Chapman, the 6'4 junior guard from Beaver, West Virginia. Number 4, Trevor Barrett, the 6'4 redshirted sophomore guard from Cary, North Carolina. Number 13, Ben Nicole, the 6'7 guard/forward, the redshirted sophomore from Charleston, West Virginia, the hometown kid. Number 22, Thomas Haley, the 6'7 freshman or graduate student forward from Monroe, North Carolina. And finally, number 32, Matthew Shelton, the 6'5 sophomore guard from Hillsborough, Virginia, rounds out the starting five for the Golden Eagles, led by head coach James Long in his second season. And then for the Vulcans, led by Coach Sankum in his 8th season at the helm for California, Antoine Arnett, number 1, 6'7" forward, the redshirt sophomore for Summerdale, New Jersey. Bryson Lucas, the 6'7" forward, number 2, the redshirted junior from Clarksburg, West Virginia. Number 11, Braden Reynolds, the 6'3 senior guard from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Number 12, Jordan Buchanan, the 6'5 guard/forward, the sophomore from Pensacola, Florida. And number 20, Dalman Alexander, the 6'8 junior forward from Fort Wayne, Indiana, rounds out the starting five for California. So a ton of big boys on the court here on both sides, just in for a slug match here inside of the Convocation Center.
Yeah, we're definitely in for a good one with all of the big players for both teams. One thing to note for California, Bryson Lucas, there was a ton of high hopes for him going into last season, but an injury sidelined him just at the start of the season, and we never really got to see much more than the first couple of games he was a part of. And so far he's looking to bounce back and prove why he was such a dominant force for California one of his first years here.
The last time these two teams faced off here, Charleston won on a buzzer beater to knock California out of the NCAA tournament 2 seasons ago. California will be going from left to right here in the first half. Charleston from right to left. California in the home whites. Charleston in the visiting red and gold. Lucas and Shelton in the center circle, awaiting the opening tip. Referee gives the whistle. A bit of a bumble, but Shelton wins the tip, and Charleston with the first possession. Barrett working in the lane, able to get off the glass, no good. Lucas able to grab the board, able to find Reynolds. Reynolds holding things up, commanding this California offense early on in the season. Buchanan, leading scorer for the Vulcans to start things off. Alexander up top, hands it off to Reynolds. A bit of contact. Reynolds trying to create some separation. Falls to the floor and a foul called. California will maintain possession. Foul against number 0, Braden Chapman.
Just got a little too handsy there as he was trying to go for the basketball and looked like Reynolds made it look like he was just thrown to the floor, but regardless, California able to hold on to possession.
Reynolds sitting bound underneath the basket. Gets it into Alexander. Back up top, Arnett. Buchanan off the screen, 3-ball. Rims off, no good. Alexander on the putback, and California on the board first. Vulcans shooting a high percentage of from 3, but they'll take that putback every day of the week. 2-0 the score. Chapman Find Shelton in the corner, looking to go one-on-one with Arnett. Lost the handle for to back, driving at Lucas off the glass and in. Favorable roll for Matthew Shelton, ties things up at 2. Lucas over to Arnett on the far wing. Reynolds on the near side. Create some space. Reynolds from 3. Why not off the rim? No good. Another offensive board and another basket. This time Arnett with the rebound and the putback.
The threes may not be going in, but the Vulcans are doing an excellent job at getting those offensive boards and putting them up for points regardless.
Nicole picked up his dribble, able to dump it off down low to Haley, just trying to spin away from Alexander, trying to find an option, swinging it around the horn. 3 ball, too strong. Reynolds able to grab it. Lucas trying to go in transition. Lucas backing him down. The big boy puts it in.
That's what he did whenever he played, just backs down his man, just works his way underneath to get the easy bucket.
California with a 6-2 lead, 17:55 remaining here in the first half. Driving into the lane with the left hand is Barrett. Able to get that one to go underneath of Buchanan. Cuts the lead down to 2, 6-4. Lucas top of the key. Over to Alexander at the far wing. Arnett. Now Reynolds. Reynolds working into the paint once again. Holds up, pulls up for the jumper. Doesn't get the roll this time. Pulled in by Shelton. Shelton quickly ahead. Chapman trying to work up against Lucas. Bit of a mismatch, passes it off, gives it right back to him. Gets a switch on to Reynolds, working into the paint. Chapman high off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Alexander. High tempo to start this game from both sides. Arnett on the far wing. Created just enough space. The jump shot is good from Arnett.
Just inside the 3 arc there, but able to put in the nice long 2.
Another player whose season was plagued by injuries last year. Arnett with another bucket in this one. 4 points already for him. Nicole had his handle poked a couple of times by Lucas, but Charleston still with possession and a foul called on the floor. This one will go against Braden Reynolds, the first of the game for the Vulcans. And a trio of substitutions in for the Golden Eagles. Campbell, Rivens, and Davis all into the game here for Charleston. And right off of the inbounds pass, that is Campbell. Able to knock that one down. Only a 1-point game now, 8-7. First 3-pointer of the afternoon from either side to fall. Reynolds from the logo, able to find Arnett on the near side. Little shimmy. Arnett off the glass, no good. Left that one a bit short. Campbell trying to increase the tempo. Gets switched on to Buchanan. Finds a man right in front of the Vulcan bench. Back to Campbell. Working inside. Campbell off the glass, no good. Able to get his own rebound back. Falls to the floor, but a jump ball called as Alexander was able to get a couple hands on top of it. And that'll take us to the immediate timeout with 15:58 remaining. It is 8-7 the score. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network.
Get ready to celebrate the holiday season with the Penn West California Theater and University Players production of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. See the beloved children's show come to life on the Steel Hall stage with all the characters you love and remember. The shows will be November 21st and 22nd at 7 p.m. with afternoon shows on November 22nd and 23rd at 2 p.m. For ticketing information, go to the Penn West California Theater's Facebook page and get your tickets today. You won't want to miss it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Convocation Center. 15:58 remaining here in the first half. California leads by 1, 8-7. You can see the band of Marisa Mara's friends down there on the court. The Vulcan cheerleaders out here in the sport tonight. The very first home game of the season. I've seen a ton of teams in support here tonight around the Vulcan Athletics, women's soccer, women's volleyball, and tennis, all making the trip down here to the Convocation Center.
I mean, it's the first home game of the season. You got to show out for your home team as they try and, especially tonight, try and find their first win of the season.
After that jump ball right before the media timeout, California possession area favor them, so they will get possession. A bit of a full court press. Lucas just lobs it up to Arnett, who hits the floor hard. Still down on the ground, but Charleston playing on. Corner three from Shelton is good. Excuse me, from Davis. Able to knock that one down. Arnett back on his feet. And Charleston take a 2-point lead, but a foul called in the open floor against Campbell, his first, the team's second. I think potentially a bit of a makeup call on that one, but nonetheless, Charleston take the lead for the first time, 10-8. Reynolds off the inbound. Conducting the Vulcan offense. Alexander on the near side. Buchanan finds Lucas in the middle. Lucas turnaround jumper. No good. Rebounded that time by Rivens. Campbell cross-court pass. Finds Davis again for three, and he knocks it down. Back-to-back threes from Davis.
That's somebody the Vulcans really want to take control of and watch. If he gets open, he's going to take that shot every chance he can get.
Lucas on the near side takes the screen from Alexander. Finds Arnett on the far side. 10 on the shot clock. Lucas from three of his own. He knocks that one in. Bryson Lucas responds. Only a 2-point game now, 13-11.
Don't see too many of those from Bryson Lucas of all people, but he's been proven to hit them.
Lucas grabs the rebound, finds Arnett across the court. Arnett takes it himself with the right hand, gets it to go. We're all tied up. As quickly as you like, things all square back at 13. Up, under, and in is Shelton. Nice reverse layup from the Charleston starter. In transition, Lucas pump fake, drives inside and gets it to go.
It was just a clean execution by Lucas, able to get the fake and draw out the defender and get him to jump.
Three at the top of the key, no good, but a long rebound and a foul in the open floor as Lucas and Davis both fighting for the basketball. And Lucas, the guilty party, will pick up his first foul. Two substitutions for California. Numbers 0, Jordan Clayton, and number 15, Joshua Ray, check into the game for the Vulcans. Rivens trying to drive to the cup, off his leg and out of bounds. First turnover of the afternoon for the Golden Eagles. Just under 14 minutes to go in the first half. Game all tied at 15. Reynolds finds Clayton. Clayton back up top to Reynolds. Reynolds driving inside, finds Buchanan in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded by the Golden Eagles. Quick outlet pass up ahead. Gibbons inside. No good. Rebounded. Strong rebound by Lucas and a foul underneath. This one against Charleston. Jalen Rivens will pick up the foul. Charleston's third of the half. A couple more substitutions. Trevor Barrett back into the game for the Golden Eagles. Some high pace out of both of these teams to kick off. Buchanan on the near side finds man in, poked away. Charleston now going the other way. Chapman, bounce pass, stolen away by Lucas. Long arms, able to rip that one away. Reynolds working inside, hop step, trying to go underneath everyone. Off the underneath the rim, no good. Rebounded by Barrett. Barrett all the way, dishes it off. Back out to Nicole for three. Who passes it off. Three ball on the other side, that time from Robertson is good. Charleston with a 3-point lead once again, 18-15 now the score. Buchanan on the near side. Finds Lucas up top. Reynolds. Looking for an option. Conducting everyone. Finds Lucas open for three, and he knocks it down. Another three for Bryson Lucas.
Again, doesn't shoot too many, but he'll take it if he has it. And so far, he's 2 for 2 on the night.
Barrett on the near side. Chapman, driving in the lane. Throws it up and gets the roll. Both teams just trading baskets back and forth. Reynolds at the center circle. Gets it off to Buchanan. Clayton. Bounce pass, finds Lucas. Lucas, step back three. Heat check, why not? Another three for Bryson Lucas, and California retake the lead. Fast in transition are the Golden Eagles, and wild with it is Chapman. Able to find Robertson. Trying to calm things down. Barrett. Gets switched on to Clayton. Robertson. Chapman. 10 on the shot clock. Pump fake. Nicole gets another pump fake. Driving inside. Dish it off into the corner. Robertson for three. Too strong. Offensive board, however, and put back in from Taylor.
Vulcan's had plenty of opportunity to just get that ball away from their net and just wasn't able to.
I mean, that's the heat check in full swing, but California able to recover. Lucas off the missed shot. Rebounded that time by Ray. Clayton on the drive inside. Finds Ray in the corner. Lucas back up top. Between the legs dribble. Jumper too strong from the free throw line. Rebounded by Charleston. Again, a bit wild with it, but a foul called as Chapman lost the handle. And that'll take us into the immediate timeout with 10:21 remaining. 22-21 the score. We can take a look. At some graphics here on the screen. Team leaders for California coming into today's contest.
Yeah, we have Buchanan averaging about 21 points a game. Arnett with 7 rebounds a game. Lucas with 11 assists. Buchanan with steals at 4, and Buchanan with 37.5 minutes per game. So he's been playing almost all game the last 2 games.
So far in this game, Bryson Lucas leading all scorers, 13 points for him, 5 for 8 from the field, 3 for 4 from 3, 3 rebounds and 1 steal. Has played every single minute so far for California. Both teams fairly efficient from the field so far. California shooting 50% from the field, 43% from 3. Charleston shooting about 53% from the field and 50% from 3. So both teams doing a great job of putting the ball in the basket, and I mean, that is the name of the game.
That is. It's interesting here with Bryson Lucas. Usually we see him completely underneath the net, getting crazy dunks, getting insane rebounds, but we've seen here have a crazy good trigger finger so far, able to knock down 3 threes, and he's been doing it for this Vulcan team.
Able to stretch the floor is Bryson Lucas, but after the timeout, he heads to the bench. Charleston with possession after the immediate timeout. Bounce pass underneath, off the glass, and in. Shelton with another bucket. 3-point lead restored here for Charleston with 10:10 remaining in the half. Reynolds finds Alexander near the top of the key, back to Reynolds. Has a lane. Reynolds on the drive. Gets the roll to go. And one attempt here for Braden Reynolds. Has a chance to tie things up here at the line.
You gotta love AM1 plays. It just does the little couple bounces and rolls, and everyone kind of sits there and holds their breath waiting for it. And Reynolds got the lucky roll, and he has the potential to tie this game up with a 3-point play.
Discussion being had with one of the officials and Coach Long. Don't think the referee will change their mind about that decision. Reynolds at the line. First free throw attempt for anybody today. And Reynolds makes it all tied back up at 24 apiece. Nicole at the top of the key. Finds Shelton. Back to Nicole. Trying to work the baseline. Cut off that time by Arnett. Back and forth around the top of the key. Chapman. Spin move inside. Trying to dump it off. And California with someone from the Vulcans with a great hand to just poke that one away. 1 second left on the shot clock here for Charleston.
I believe that was Arnett able to get his hand in there and tip it away. As you said, 1 second. They got to do the old catch and shoot drill, really.
Somehow able to get it in, but that one won't find the rim, and a shot clock violation against the Golden Eagles. A very well-crafted defensive possession that time from California. It seems like we haven't seen many stops from either side. It's been back and forth, but finally a strong defensive stop, and California with a chance to take the lead here. Reynolds finds Alexander. Back up top, Reynolds. Buchanan with a bit of space in from three. That one too short. Alexander able to slam that one home.
Alexander with the old grown man put back, able to get up and in for the dunk.
A missed three in transition that time from Nicole. Alexander quickly ahead and nearly lost the handle. Vulcans with a 2-point lead. It's another offensive rebound on that last possession from the Vulcans. Reynolds calling for a screen. Trying to dump it inside. He's able to find Alexander, but a foul called underneath. Foul called against Trevor Barrett. His first, the team's fifth.
I was going to say 5 already. Must have been 4 others that I missed.
Bryson Lucas back into the game. Jordan Clayton ahead to the bench for California. Reynolds to inbound, finds Lucas. Passes it out to Arnett, back up top to Reynolds. Tipped around right in front of the Golden Eagle bench. Trying to find Buchanan, but California will hold on to the basketball. Buchanan to inbound for California. Gets it into Reynolds. And a foul called on the floor. And another one against Charleston, inching closer to sending California into the bonus. Back-to-back fouls on Barrett. And that'll send him to the bench. Logan Phillips into the game for him. Reynolds finds Lucas. Arnett for 3, why not? And he knocks it down. 5-point lead for California. Turnover for Charleston. California going the other way. Buchanan, shovel pass. Arnett trying to find Reynolds underneath, but nice recovery defense by the Golden Eagles. 3-ball in transition is good from Davis. Again, another one for him. That's his third.
Davis has hit all but one of his 3-point attempts, and he's getting hot. He's going to be one to stop for California if they want to keep a lead in this game.
Buchanan working inside, trying to dump it off to Arnett, and a bumble for it. Charleston a bit lucky that one of their players touched the out-of-bounds line, as Arnett had a free chance at the basket, and that'll take us to the media timeout. We're going to take a quick break. 7:26 remaining. California leads by 2. We'll be right back right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates its 75th season in 2025 to 26, highlighting the many athletic achievements of its membership institutions. The PSAC has won 59 national team titles, 310 individual titles, produced 29 all-time Olympians, and 43 former PSAC players and coaches have been elected to National Halls of Fame. PSAC proud for 75 years and many more to come.
Welcome back to the Convocation Center. 7:26 remaining here in the first half. California leads 29-27. And while we have a second, while we're still in this media timeout, we can take a look at some of the Golden Eagle team leaders coming into today's contest.
Here we have Haley with 19.5 points per game. Also Haley with 6 rebounds a game. Campbell with 10 assists. Steals is tied with Chapman and Shelton at 3 apiece. And minutes per game, Shelton at 25. So just over half the game Shelton plays on average these past couple games.
A bit of a more rotational squad used by the Golden Eagles. California with possession after the media timeout. Jaden Daisy into the game for the Vulcans for the first time. Lucas on the inbounds. Gets it into Arnett, try to back down his man, just throws it up with the right hook, no good. Lucas on the attempt, no good as well. Ball falling to the floor in limbo for a moment, and a foul called on the floor. Going to get Arnett on the bit of an ankle grab. Be his first. Only California's third of the half. Into the game for Charleston, number 3, Levin Jacobs, back in. 7:15 remaining here in the half. Campbell trying to work in the paint. Nice pass in the corner. Another three-pointer. That time too strong from Davis. A rare miss from him. Alexander nearly got his pocket picked. Clayton trying to keep things under control while Reynolds checks out of the game. Clayton driving inside, trying to find an angle, passes it back out. Alexander pulls up for 3. That one too strong. Clayton into the Charleston bench. Nice awareness by the players to get out of the way as Clayton took his seat. Possession now for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that ball looked to be off the hands of a Charleston player, so they could have left it go and it would have stayed them, but I also understand at the same time the hustle to try and just keep the ball in play.
Chapman trying to work inside, trying to find an angle, blocked away. Daisy got a piece of it. As Chapman was trying to work inside. Clayton finds Daisy on the near side. Alexander up top. Arnett, pull-up jumper. Too strong. Rebounded that time by Davis. Campbell fakes the handoff. Finds Davis once again back up top. Chapman, Davis. Hop step inside, pass it off, swinging it all around, 10 on the shot clock. Chapman spinning, still in possession, blocked again. Alexander this time with the hand on it. Charleston still in possession, 5 seconds on the shot clock.
When the Vulcans get time to set up, they've showed excellent defense. It's when the Golden Eagles go up tempo that they kind of lose it.
Davis from 3 at the buzzer, no good. And a rogue hand that time from Clayton pokes it out of the arms of Campbell and out of bounds. Charleston once again with possession. They'll inbound right in front of the Vulcan bench. Campbell dumps off in the corner, pump fake, driving the baseline, dumps it off inside, going up with the left hand and one. Levin Jacobs with a chance at a three-point play.
That's one of those fouls that's so close to call that really could go either direction. California just kind of lost that coin flip in a sense and has the possibility of going down one.
Jacobs free throw. No good. Game stays tied. As Lucas and Reynolds back into the game for California. Lucas for 3. That one too strong. And about 5 players, everyone from Charleston crashing the glass that time. Campbell gets it over to Chapman. Little jab step one way, just trying to blow past Lucas. Ribbons. Cross-court pass, swinging into the corner. Davis up top. Three-pointer, no good. Lucas able to grab the board. Lucas all the way up ahead, finds Arnett, able to come down with it. Arnett goes up with it, gets it stolen away. But the heel of Campbell's foot on the out-of-bounds line. California with possession. A game of inches.
California, that is a huge break. As Lucas had the look, had the idea on the long pass to Arnett, but just kind of got poked out of his hands.
Arnett driving inside, dumps it off. Alexander going up with it, and one. Dahlman Alexander with a chance at a three-point play. And California now in the bonus for the remainder of the half. Campbell picks up his second. California can extend it to 3. Doesn't get the roll. Vulcan's only shooting just north of 50% from the free throw line on the season. Shelton driving baseline and couldn't walk that tightrope. Steps out of bounds, and another turnover. Be the 5th one of the half here for Charleston.
One thing to note here is California's now in the bonus. To see if they try and take advantage of that, force some more opportunities at the free throw line.
Arnett finds Buchanan a little bit of space, and he pulls the trigger. Finally gets one to go. Jordan Buchanan sends the Vulcan lead now to 5. 34-29 the score. So we passed the 4-minute mark remaining in the half. Shelton, Chapman. Haley underneath. Back out Chapman for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Buchanan able to pull in that board. Reynolds driving into the lane, off the glass and in. Braden Reynolds makes it a 7-point lead, the biggest of the afternoon here for either side. Shelton on the near side wing, now up against Lucas, spinning, just throwing it up with the right hand off the front of the rim, no good. Alexander comes down with the rebound. Reynolds hands it off, Arnett. Alexander, Buchanan all around the horn. Back up top, Reynolds. A little shimmy, driving into the lane, dishes it out. Lucas swinging, going inside with the right hand and in off the hook. California on a roll now. Bryson Lucas with another basket, 15 points now for him. trying to crack that double-digit lead. And a foul called on the floor. Bit of hand fighting. Dalman Alexander will pick up his first, California's fifth of the half, and that'll take us to the final media timeout of the half with 2:42 remaining. California leading 38-29. While we have a second, we can take a look at today's PSAC West men's basketball schedule.
Yeah, we have Davis and Elkins and the Seton Hill Griffins at 6 o'clock, Wheeling and Slippery Rock at 7, Point Park Pioneers and Edinburgh Fighting Scots at 7, and also Frostburg and Clarion at 7 o'clock as well. So all those games well underway here, as well as this one. And so far, it's been a pretty good game. I mean, we've seen a lot of threes. We haven't seen very many foul shots. Only 3 really on the night so far. All 3 of them coming from California. So a fairly clean game, even though there's been 12 fouls across both teams. But as far as shooting goes, there hasn't been much to go in terms of foul shots. California currently only 16 of 30 from the field, so just north of 50%. 5 for 12 from a three-pointer, 3 of those coming from Bryson Lucas. For the other side for Charleston, very close in threes, 5 for 14. And Charleston haven't been shooting too much, 29. They're 12 for 29. So, again, really, really close. But it pretty much translates to the score we have now.
Yeah, it was a fairly even contest for a while. Charleston, the initial shooting charge starting to cool off a bit. They were shooting better than California, shooting 54% from the field, but now down around the 41% mark. And now they have possession after the media timeout. Haley hands it off. Chapman. Pass off Shelton for 3. That one too strong. Lucas with a rebound. And California just looking to slow things down here at the end of the half. 9-point lead. Reynolds, bounce pass, finds Alexander. Now Lucas trying to call people off. Bounce pass, finds Buchanan in the lane. No good, but fouled on the way in. Buchanan now at the line for a pair. And Barrett picks up his 3rd foul of the half. Tough one to take as we're about to head into halftime. Buchanan at the line for 2. Unable to knock down the first. Hamilton Campbell will check in here for Barrett. Second free throw attempt from Buchanan is good. Makes it an even 10-point lead for California. 39-29, 2:10 remaining here in the first half. Chapman. Campbell now trying to go baseline. Reynolds cuts him off. Back up top. 3-pointer from Shelton is good. Back down into single digits. Lucas bringing it up the court for California. And again, Reynolds in no rush, just trying to slow things down. Little give and go over to Arnett. Reynolds spinning away, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Under pressure, nice behind the back pass. Able to find Alexander who gets it to go.
Great job by Reynolds to find Alexander, trying to give him some help, able to get away, and Alexander with a nice floater for 2.
Corner 3 ball is good. Ben Nickel able to knock that one in. 6-point game now, 41-35 the score. And an offensive foul against California. This one against Arnett. That'll be his second, the 6th of the half here for California. Arnett will check out of the game here for the last minute and 3 seconds. Joshua Ray back in for the Vulcans. Charleston looking to tighten the gap here at the half. So we're now under the 1 minute mark remaining. Pump fake. Passing it off into the corner, and a travel called. Shelton a bit antsy, trying to get into the lane. And a timeout taken. 52.3 seconds remaining here in the half. California with a 6-point lead. Trying to pad that cushion before heading into halftime. They had a halftime lead against Wheeling over the weekend that they saw crumble away in that second half as Wheeling was able to mount a 8-9 point was able to come back from an 8-9 point deficit at the half and take the victory over the weekend. So California in a position where they can't stay too comfortable with the lead that they have. They know that there's a lot of work to be done in the second half. I know our director Gary Smith always says if it's within 10 points, it's always within reach going into the second half.
For sure. If you manage to get a lead down to 10 points or even less, the game is nowhere near over. I mean, we've seen here, even in the Convocation Center, we've seen comebacks from even like 12, 14, even more points down. So it's not entirely out of the question, even with being down 5 if you're, or 6 if you're Charleston.
Reynolds across the timeline. Finds Lucas. Backdoor cut denied from Buchanan. Gets the handoff back to Lucas. Trying to back down his defender. Spinning away. Pass it off. Buchanan from 3. Gets it to go. Another one from Jordan Buchanan. The lead back to 9, and the shot clock turned off. And Charleston will take a timeout. 18.3 seconds remaining in the first half. I know the rule is if you don't take the timeout, you lose it.
Might as well use it.
Might as well take it. So both teams have taken that timeout. 44-35 the score. 18.3 seconds remaining. Charleston looking to draw up at least one final play to put up a decent shot here at the end of the first half.
If you're Charleston, you really want to just get the easiest shot you can get. Yeah, you want the 3 to bring it back to a 6-point lead, but at this point, with it being 18 seconds left and no shot clock, you really just want to try and get the easiest shot you can. If it is a 3, then it is a 3, but if not, at this point, you'd be happy with taking 2 points and going into half.
You also want to hold it for as long as possible so California doesn't get another chance at it here at the end of the half. Nickel gets it off. Three-pointer is good from Davis. At the buzzer, Reynolds off of the underside of the shot clock. And that'll take us into halftime. California leads 44-38. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here for the second half coverage on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Digital Network.
Get ready to celebrate the holiday season with the Penn West California Theater and University Players production of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. See the beloved children's show come to life on the Steel Hall stage with all the characters you love and remember. The shows will be November 21st and 22nd at 7 p.m. with afternoon shows on November 22nd and 23rd at 2 p.m. For ticketing information, go to the Penn West California Theater's Facebook page and get your tickets today. You won't want to miss it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center as we get ready for the start of the second half. And I see Hunter Garman running across the concourse, making his way back over here. I'm John Sape. Hunter Garman will be joining me in a moment as we get ready for the beginning of the second half between California and Charleston. The Vulcans with a 4-point lead, 44-38 after 20 minutes of play. Some stats from the first half. Bryson Lucas leading all scorers, 15 points for him, 6 for 10 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for him. And then leading Charleston in points off the bench, Caden Davis, 12 points, 4 for 8, all 4 of his field goals coming from behind the arc, 2 rebounds for him as well. Welcome back, Hunter. I'm a bit out of breath. I saw you taking a nice jog over here.
Yeah, me and good friend of ours, Charlie, who may or may not be doing baseball with me next semester. Hope so. Fingers crossed. But regardless, we got over to the concession stand. He's like, "We got time." No, we didn't. Not with how they were running things. No hate to them, but not really to them. We didn't have time.
Never trust them.
Yep.
But glad that you're back. Some other stats from the first half. The Vulcans, 18 for 32 from the field, 6 for 13 from 3, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Charleston, 15 for 33 from the field, 8 for 18 from 3. Didn't attempt a free throw in that first half. 17 rebounds for California, 11 for Charleston. 8 fouls in that first half for the Golden Eagles, 5 for California. 10 assists for Charleston compared to the 5 for California. 6 turnovers, however, for the Golden Eagles, 3 for the Vulcans, and 2 blocks to boot for the Vulcans as well, compared to none for Charleston. As we get ready for the second half, Charleston going from left to right as we begin. And the Golden Eagles with the first possession. Haley at the elbow, hands it off. Nickel, high pass. Haley able to come down with it, can't get it to go. Lucas tips it to himself, able to find our net ahead. In transition, blocked away. Shelton from behind, able to swat that one out.
There was zero doubt that was all ball. I mean, you could hear it even all the way up here. That was as clear as day. A nice block.
So you could hear that one from Charleston. Reynolds able to get that into Arnett off the inbounds. Back up top to Reynolds. Looking to conduct this Vulcan offense once again. Alexander finds Lucas. Couple of hesitation moves. Steps off. Nice pass to find Reynolds, going up for it. Blocked at the rim. Another one from Shelton meets him at the apex. And fouled in the open court. Back-to-back blocks from Matthew Shelton. Put that in the highlight reel.
That was insane awareness by Shelton. Noticed that the ball was going straight past him. Just had the ability to turn around and get his hand up. Kind of did it in a panic, but he was lucky that it just got all ball and no skin there for Shelton.
Shelton 6'5", Reynolds 6'3", able to just get up there and meet him right at the rim. A lob attempt off the side of the rim, a bit awkward, but Charleston still with the ball. But Lucas nearly went flying into the bench as Rico Carcole was out of there in a hurry. Charleston still with possession. Will be Barrett to inbound right in front of his own bench. Gets it into Chapman. Now over here to Davis. Passes it off. Nickel trying to back down Lucas. Lucas holding off. Just as strong as an ox, and he loses possession of it. In California force another Charleston turnover. Reynolds over to Arnett on the far side wing. Nearly lost the handle, able to hold on. Lucas. Alexander. Reynolds again has a lane to the rim. Throws it up, but fouled and takes a hard hit to the floor. Right back up, and Reynolds now to the line for repair. Braden Chapman picks up his second. First foul of the half here for Charleston. And in that game against Wheeling, I know Reynolds was nearing 20 free throw attempts in that game. as he knocks down the first. Second free throw attempt from Reynolds is up and in. 8-point lead for California, 46-38 the score. Barrett being harassed by Reynolds, has to pass it off. Nickel able to find Chapman underneath. Bounce pass, going up with it. Chapman with the offensive board, throws it up, fouled. Chapman now at the line for a pair. Reynolds called for the foul in the first free throw attempts of the game here now for Charleston.
So far the Vulcans have been really good at keeping Charleston away from the charity stripe, but that one there just caught too much of it, and it forces the first points for free throws for Charleston.
Chapman able to knock down the first. Reynolds will check out of the game. Back into the game will be Jordan Clayton. As Blaze, the mascot, makes a surprise visit from the tunnel. Second free throw attempt from Chapman is good. Back down to 6, 46-40 the score. Clayton now running the offense past the timeline. Buchanan. Arnett trying to dish it underneath to Alexander. Stolen away. Numbers the other way. Bounce pass in transition. And another foul underneath. Great find that time by Chapman. And Ben Nickel is going to head to the line.
It's just a couple of unfortunate fouls that could have been avoided for California, but a little bit handsy, just trying to go for the ball. Ended up getting, again, a little too much of an arm there and sending Nickel to the line.
He's going to miss the first. Excuse me, that is Caden Davis at the line.
Oh.
I saw 3.
Well, we were both wrong then.
And that's all I saw. Davis misses the first. Trying to make it a 5-point game here with the second free throw, and he does. 1 for 2. 46-41 now the score. As some light full court pressure being applied to California. Jump pass inside to Arnett, throws it up off the glass, no good. Trying to go for his own rebound. It falls right into the hands of Chapman. Quickly up ahead are the Golden Eagles. Chapman working inside, no look pass. Bumbling around on the floor. California come up with the basketball. As Alexander was looking for someone. Clayton hands it off. Buchanan. And an offensive foul against California. As Clayton checks into the game, picks up 2 fouls in pretty quick succession. And that's 4 already in the half for California. We're not even 3 minutes in.
Yeah, this is definitely something that California really needs to try and clean up and limit. Because if you put Charleston in the double bonus this early, it's not going to be a great rest of the game.
Working in the paint, passing it out. Nickel for 3 off the front of the rim, but a long rebound ends up back into his arms. And out of bounds is Nickel. Just trying, again, walking that tightrope right around the edge of the court. He falls off and out of bounds.
It's hard to walk that kind of tightrope when you have a player like Bryson Lucas in your back pocket where you just have 0 room to work with.
Lucas now bounce pass, finds Alexander, wide open look, and he knocks it down. First basket in a while for the Vulcans, but they needed it. Lead restored back to 7 for California. Barrett. Chapman for 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Ball falls kindly into the hands of Lucas. California slowing things down for a moment. Alexander. Clayton finds Buchanan driving inside with the right hand is good. I believe everyone on the Vulcan bench looking for the foul call, but no whistle blown, but Buchanan doesn't need it as he makes the basket. 9-point lead now for California. Nickel over to Davis. The hot hand in that first half for Charleston. A little give and go between him and Nickel, and Davis finishes at the rim. His first points inside of the free throw line, or inside of the three-point line, excuse me.
Well, technically,
his first made basket inside of the three-point line for Caden Davis. Bryson Lucas, a bounce pass, finds Buchanan, throwing it up again, gets the roll. Starting to heat up. 9-point game once again. Again, both teams just trading baskets back and forth. Chapman on the drive. And he's going to get jump ball. So it looked like he took a couple of steps inside. And that will take us to the media timeout with 14:54 remaining. And while we have a second, we can take a look once again at today's PSAC West matchups here. Again, it's a very early on in the basketball season, so a ton of games on this afternoon here.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of conference play. That'll come later in the season as we are still early, only a couple games in for both men and women's, but you can see on the screen the matchups here, all of them well underway for each game.
I do have one score update. Seton Hill beating Davis and Elkins 88-64. That score is final. We'll take a look at some of the other scores around the PSAC West while we have a second. Clarion currently leading against Frostburg 68-54 with a little over 14 minutes left in the second half. Edinburgh leading against Point Park 70-53 with just under 10 minutes to go in the second half. Slippery Rock against Wheeling. The Rock currently leading by 14, 52-38 the score. Just under 15 minutes to go in the second half. So those are the score updates from the PSAC West matchups this afternoon. I believe Clarion playing tomorrow night. One of the rare off days early on in the season, but we're back underway after the media timeout. Clayton finds Lucas. A little give and go with Alexander. He's able to find Buchanan, but a foul called on the floor. Hamilton Campbell will pick up his third foul. So a couple members of the Golden Eagles sitting on 3 fouls. Arnett off the inbounds. Creates a bit of separation and knocks down the jumper. Vulcan lead back up to double digits. Campbell finds a man in the corner for 3. Too strong that time from Shelton. California looking to slow things down. Clayton. Arnett on the far side wing. Back up top to Clayton. Finds Arnett. 3 ball. Too strong. Offensive board by Lucas. Just rips it away. Pump fake. Buchanan working inside and a foul called. So he was held back just trying to penetrate into the lane. Caden Davis will pick up his first. And a couple of quick fouls now from the Golden Eagles. Clayton on the inbounds finds Lucas. Lucas with a pull-up 2, no good. And a fight for the rebound ends up into the hands of Charleston. They try to increase the tempo. Davis now for 3. That one off the mark. Lucas grabs the board. A bit of a song and dance. Both teams going back and forth, back and forth. Lucas finds Alexander at the elbow, out to Arnett. Trying to work inside. The pull-up jumper is good again from Arnett.
Arnett so far getting hot for this Vulcans team. Already on 11 points for this game so far.
Davis lost the handle of it. Flies out of bounds. And everyone on California convinced that it came off of a Charleston player. Lucas asking Coach Sankum to challenge that one, and I believe Coach Sankum, with the faith in his players, will challenge it, as that one took an awkward bounce as it flew out of bounds. And the referees will head over and take a look at it.
While we have a quick second, one thing to note that our advisor Gary Smith noticed is Bryson Lucas currently sitting at a double-double, 15 points, 12 rebounds. He's been dominant so far this game, and so far he's been proving to be the true anchor for this team. He may not be the point guard that everyone always thinks is the anchor, but he's so far been that guy that everybody turns to as someone to look for.
Yeah, so far in this game, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and a block, just filling up the stat sheet. So leading the team in points, rebounds, and assists. So kind of doing it all for California in this game. And while we have a second as well, I think I'd get yelled at if I didn't mention this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, check out the California Theater production of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Shows Friday night at 7, Saturday at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock, and Sunday at 2. You can get your tickets online or at the door. And during that, Bryson Lucas was justified in his very adamant position about that being a Charleston turnover, as the call was overturned and will be California basketball after the review. Challenge won by the Vulcans. Buchanan to inbound, finds Lucas. Charleston trying to up the tempo, just applying some pressure as Clayton crosses half court. Clayton able to get by Rivens, but gets held up by him, a foul called. Be the second foul for Rivens, the team's fourth of the half. Alexander receives the inbound pass. Lucas hands it off to Clayton. 10 on the shot clock for California. Arnett on the far side. Looking to go baseline, up, under, no good, but fouled. At one point, California was up 3 fouls to nothing in this half. Charleston now leading 5 fouls to 4 as California doing a great job applying the pressure, and Antoine Arnett at the line for a pair.
Yeah, since the going up 3-0 in terms of fouls, California's really kind of honed it in, limiting their antsiness to try and go after the almost said football, go after the basketball. And so far it's proven, as now they're technically ahead in fouls.
Arnett unable to knock down the first. Alexander will check out of the game. Back in will be Jaden Daisy. Second attempt for Arnett is good. We're going to talk about football. 2-touchdown lead for California, 57-43 the score. About 12 and a half minutes to go here in the second half. Charleston, if they want to mount the comeback, they need to get it going now. Corner 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Poked ahead from Lucas. And a potential electrifying jam kind of stolen away at the fingertips from the open court foul. And now the referee's having a discussion, because I believe this could lead to some sort of flagrant or technical foul, as they'll head to the table to check the review. And just unfortunate as the highlight stripped away from Bryson Lucas, as we all know what was going to happen.
I think everybody in the Convo Center was bracing for it at this point. That would have definitely brought the roof down here if Bryson got free. He had about 4 or 5 steps on his defender at the time the whistle blew, and Arnett was there just in case, but we all knew, I'm sure, what would have happened if he was able to get free.
Yeah, we see him in the layup lines before the game just doing some insane dunks, so I was fully prepared to see the repertoire of Bryson Lucas's dunk package, but we'll have to keep that in the back pocket for now as the referees, again, looking at the scores table to review that open court foul, because I believe that it can be upgraded to something more than just a common foul. And after they walked away from the table and now having a further discussion, now heading over to the scorer's table, the foul will be on number 4, Trevor Barrett, regardless. The severity of it still in question. Coach Long of Charleston having some words, and if it, Bryson Lucas at the line, shoot some technical free throws, will miss the first. Able to knock down the second. And Campbell now on 4 fouls. So after all that, California with a point to boot and the ball back in their possession. Clayton finds Lucas, able to escape the danger. Buchanan. Lucas off the roll, finds Clayton driving inside. Floater is good. And a whistle blown, and the referee signaling to the bench of Charleston, having a strong discussion, but we'll take a quick break as that is the media timeout. We'll be right back right here on CTV, CTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates its 75th season in 2025 to 26, highlighting the many athletic achievements of its membership institutions. The PSAC has won 59 national team titles, 310 individual titles, produced 29 all-time Olympians, and 43 former PSAC players and coaches have been elected to National Halls of Fame. PSAC proud for 75 years and many more to come.
Welcome back to the Convocation Center. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the second half. California up by 17, 60 to 43 the score. The Vulcans currently on a 10-0 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Charleston won for their last 8. The Vulcans in their last almost 6 minutes on a 14-3 run. So really taking the game by the scruff of the neck and really putting it to Charleston, as it was really back and forth in that first half, but Charleston just, the wheels slowly starting to fall off as the second half has gone on. But again, still plenty of time left for the Golden Eagles to mount a comeback. Chapman driving inside, blocked by Lucas. Davis with the second effort, can't get it to go. Clayton across the timeline for California. Bumping shoulders here with Chapman, trying to create some space. Alexander, Arnett, underneath, Lucas. Nice pass to find Alexander, going up with it and gets the foul. Dalman Alexander with another chance at a three-point play.
We've seen a couple of these, just the resilience by this Vulcan team to just go up through the blocks, trying to get the ball up, forcing out the fouls. This is the team's 7th foul, and so now California finds himself in the bonus once again.
Yeah, how quickly it flips. Alexander at the line to convert this three-point play to make it a 20-point game, and he does it. 63-43 the score. Barrett under pressure, picks up his dribble, looking for an option. Nickel nearly lost it, wasn't quite ready for the pass, gets it back. Haley on the near side, Nickel gets it stolen away. Lucas, now's his chance to jam, and fouled from behind, as Shelton wasn't willing to let it happen.
And you could tell Bryson Lucas wanted that so badly. He wasn't about to let anything stop him, but the foul from behind just knocked it off just enough to force him to the line. And again, the entire crowd was waiting for it to happen, but got, some would say, robbed of it a second time.
Really is no fun allowed around here, is there? Lucas missing the first. Second free throw attempt from Lucas. Rings out, but California and Alexander grabs the offensive board. So even though Lucas misses both free throws, California with possession. Clayton over to Lucas. Back up top to Clayton. Pump fake. Finds Buchanan. Deep three from him. Off the mark. Rebounded by Chapman. Barrett trying to work inside. Back out. Just weaving back and forth. Chapman. A bit of hand fighting. And a foul called against Clayton. That'll be his 3rd foul. California's 5th of the half. Jalen Rivens back into the game here for Charleston. Passing the post, back out. Barrett swings it into the corner for Shelton. His 3 off the mark. Offensive board. Shelton with the second chance. Blocked away by Alexander. The slinky extending to the rim. Swats it away. Clayton able to find Lucas. Into the lane. Alexander. Just so elegant. And laid off the glass. Buchanan with the steal. Buchanan takes it to the rim and gets it to go, and Charleston have to take a timeout. It's been all California all half long. 24-point lead. 67-43 the score. 6-7, I'll say it. It's on your mind. It's on my mind. 6-7.
I know. Charlie had asked me about that last game. He's like, "I'm surprised you didn't make that joke when it was that score last time." But it's been pretty much just all California, as you said, this second half. I mean, they've really honed in everything. I mean, they put up those 3 fouls at the start of the half, and since then, almost like 10 minutes later, they put up only 2 more.
It's a 17-0 run for California in the last 6 minutes. In the last 10.5, it's a 23-5 run. Charleston 1 for their last 11 from the field. Not ideal.
No, definitely not ideal if you're Charleston. Right now, you're just trying to think of how you can really try and slow things down. Right now, everyone's playing at, I don't want to say super high and jittery, but really the nerves are starting to take over. When you're down this much, you really just want to score points to try and get back into it. But the faster you go, the more mistakes you'll make, the more you'll lose the ball, the more your shot will get blocked, the more it'll be off the mark. You really need to just try and settle it all down and just go back to how you were operating the first half. First half they were doing just fine. They kept it close. If Charleston goes back to the way they were playing at the end of the first half, I think they'll be they'll definitely be able to bring this game back within a comfortable margin going into the final minutes. But really, California is just absolutely showing off why they have been playing at such a high level the last couple of years.
Yeah, a bit tense on the Charleston side. California definitely having more fun out of the two. After the timeout, Barrett trying to lob it up. California having none of it. Lucas trying to put his shoe back on and get back into the action. Clayton across the timeline. Alexander back up top to Lucas. Backdoor cut, finds Buchanan, but lost the handle on it. Some differing decisions from the referee. I believe it will be California basketball. One referee said it was Charleston ball. One said California. California wins out. Arnett hands it off to Lucas. Dumps it inside to Arnett. Lost it. Hops on top of it. Able to find Lucas. 4 on the shot clock. Has to chuck it up. No good. Offensive board from Alexander. Going up with it. Alexander still with it. 69-43 the score. Corner 3 from Barrett, no good. Lucas with another rebound. Number 15 on the afternoon for him.
Almost as many rebounds as he has points on the night.
And California having fun out here in their home opener. Buchanan, Alexander hands it off. Clayton in the lane, just lobbing it up. Finds Alexander, who comes down with it. No good. Fighting for the rebound. And a travel called. Davis just trying to get around Bryson Lucas in the open court. Took one too many steps. The 14th turnover on the afternoon here from Charleston. Alexander will check out. Back into the game for California will be Joshua Ray. Clayton on the inbound. Looking to turn the corner. Pull-up jumper. That one way off the mark. Charleston keep it in bounds. Looking to play on, under 8 minutes to go. Nice pass into the corner, swinging around the horn. Barrett driving inside, draws the foul. Trio of Vulcans around him. And Trevor Barrett will head to the line. And that will take us to the media timeout. 7:46 remaining, 69-43 the score. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll keep it here so we can look at the upcoming schedule here for California.
Yeah, the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, there's swimming at Liberty. That's an all-day event. Basketball women's at Wilmington on the 22nd. Basketball for men at Concord the 22nd as well. The 22nd, there's also the cross-country national championship for men. The football playoffs at Virginia Union the 22nd on ESPN+, and women's at Westchester the 23rd at 1 p.m. All of that and more information can be found on the website at calvulcans.com. Our good friend, Sports Information Director Matthew Kiefer, has all that, continually updates the website. And, more information, check out calvulcans.com.
And Matt Kiefer, Nick Downs, they run a tight ship over there, and soon to be me as I make the journey over to the dark side of the sports world.
You got a work study there, or
graduate assistant position starting in January, so I'll be working with Mr. Kiefer. Me and him will keep that website in tip-top shape. And after the media timeout, it is Charleston at the line. Trevor Barrett looking to shoot a pair. Barrett looking for his first points of the afternoon. First free throw attempt off the front of the rim, no good. Second free throw attempt from Barrett. Can convert. His first point of the game. And Charleston applying some full court pressure and one. Caden Davis with the steal and the finish. Bryson Lucas called for the foul. It's a 23-point lead, but California still can't really afford to get sloppy. Still 7:41 remaining here in the contest. And now Charleston in the bonus for the remainder of the contest. Davis can't convert the three-point play. As Charleston looked to up the pressure. They're able to break the press all the way up ahead. Layup is good that time from Ray. Driving to the lane and the finish that time. Trevor Barrett. A couple of quick points for him. As Charleston will continue to play this full court press. A bit of a wayward pass, but California somehow come up with it, but Davis steals it away and able to finish off the glass. Quick pass up ahead, finds Ray. Reynolds now back into the game for California. The Vulcans able to break the press for a moment as they get across half court. A foul called against Charleston, and that'll send Jordan Buchanan to the line for 1-1.
Well, this is the point in the game now where California can't really afford to be too relaxed here. Is they're still up by 21, but if you relax now with still just under 7 minutes, there's a lot that can happen in 7 minutes, and we've seen even in all forms of basketball more than 20 points put up in even less than 7 minutes.
Buchanan knocks down the front half of the 1-1. Second free throw attempt from Buchanan is good. I believe we saw Tracy McGrady score 12 in 14 seconds at one point in the NBA. So
anything's possible.
Kevin Garnett said that once. So back underway. 73-50 the score, 6:40 remaining. Barrett, a couple quick crossovers off the front of the rim, no good, and another foul. As Buchanan caught a piece of him. So that was Hamilton Campbell on the drive. And that will send Campbell to the line to shoot two. Buchanan will pick up his first foul of the game. Campbell would knock down the first. 4 Vulcans in double digits in scoring. Alexander leading the way now, 17 points for him. Lucas with 16. Buchanan with 15. Arnett with 14, just walking down the line. Alexander 2 rebounds away from a double-double of his own. As Campbell makes both of them. And Lucas under so much pressure. And Campbell hits the floor. A bit awkward as Lucas was able to get it off of a Charleston player and keep the possession in favor of California. But Campbell claiming he got pushed by a member of California. So they now potentially going to have a look at this one. We had a discussion with Coach Sankum, now having a discussion with Coach Long, and now heading over to the review table to see what the scuffle was about, because their backs were turned away from the action.
From up here, I didn't really see too much. I just all of a sudden see Campbell just hit the deck. I'm not sure exactly what had happened. looked like where he was in relation to some of the Vulcan players, he wasn't really near them. But at the same time, I didn't catch all of what happened.
And regardless, if they do find that a Vulcan player did push one of the members of Charleston down to the ground, it could lead to potential flagrant 2 charge and the disqualification of a member of California out of the remainder of the contest, depending on the severity that the referees determine. So the referees having a nice long conversation about this. Charleston back onto the court. California still in the huddle, and now the referee's heading over to the scoring table to give their final verdict. Both coaches now in on the discussion as well. Even though California with a big lead, this game getting a bit chippy. As the discussion is still being lingered on, and I believe Campbell now heading off of the court. After all that, nothing happened.
I guess they didn't really see anything of interest to deem anything, really, any flagrant foul or anything like that.
Gotta love basketball. Nothing happened. Actually, they gave Campbell a foul in the process, and that's his 5th, and he is fouled out. So that is something, but they didn't announce it. So Campbell picks up his 5th foul and is out of the game for the remainder of it. California in the double bonus. Braden Reynolds fouled on that attempt. Now at the line for 2. So some strange happenings here at the Convocation Center. Reynolds missing the first.
I think what may have happened with Campbell getting his foul is that he may have confronted a Vulcan player, and they kind of got into a mutual shoving match, and Campbell, I guess, tried to sell something.
Yeah, if they called him for a flop, I know, but I believe that one also warrants a technical, as Alexander with another block just swats that one away. Lucas on the near side looking for an option. Pass swatted away. Chapman with numbers. Barrett passes it off. Corner 3, no good. Rebounded that time by Reynolds. And Reynolds just trying to calm things down. And a foul on the open floor as Chapman just tried to steal that one away. That's his 3rd. That'll send Reynolds all the way back down to the line. California in the double bonus.
That's a couple players now on this Charleston team with 3 fouls. You have 4 players currently with 3, 1 with 2. Definitely something to watch going forward here is there's not a ton of the starting rotation that can give too many more fouls, trying to slow down this Vulcan team.
Reynolds able to knock down the first. Took the second one before the referee whistled, and I think he was a little glad he had that one back, because that one was a definite air ball, and he makes up for it as he knocks it in. Reynolds up to 9 points now. Davis. Rivens. Barrett now in the corner. Looking to drive inside, throws it up, no good. Buchanan with the rebound. Swarmed that time by Eagles. Was able to get away from the danger. And again, California now in no rush, just trying to slow things down. So we're about to cross the 5-minute mark. Lucas, pick and pop for three is good. His fourth three-pointer of the afternoon. 78-52 the score. Nice pass inside and a great finish that time by Rivens. And a timeout taken by the Golden Eagles. 4:54 remaining. A 24-point lead here for California. Trying to talk some strategy for any possible way to get back into this contest with just under 5 minutes to go.
Right now, they're just kind of looking for anything, really. While we have a second, I'd like to highlight the Coach Danny Sankum show, only on CUTV Sports 1. We talked a lot about this last year, where Coach Sankum is almost entirely two different people on the coach show and on the court. If you're new to Vulcan basketball, you've probably seen him here, probably heard him through the crowd mic. Losing temper a few times, yelling and being just high energy, but you meet him for the coach's show and it's just a completely different person.
Just a nice, is West Virginia considered the South?
Yeah, it depends really on how you want to see it. If you're from Maine, maybe, but like for here, no, not really.
It's a nice West Virginian man, and so it's really two-faced in the way where he's a very nice, very charismatic person. Like I said, you ever sit down and talk to him, just an incredibly nice guy, but on the court, it's fully locked in, full focus, and you can hear the passion in the heart of Coach Sankum as we're back underway here. Lucas and California able to escape the danger. As I have now just hit puberty as my voice cracked. Alexander underneath gets it stolen away.
I was going to pretend like I didn't hear it until you mentioned it.
Chapman lost the handle. That one will take a bounce off of our net and out of bounds. Will be Charleston basketball. Golden Eagles inbounding it just underneath the basket. I told you before the game, my voice very likely will go at some point as Barrett able to knock down the three. A little over 4 minutes remaining, 78-57 now the score. Reynolds across the timeline. Splits the double team sent his way, double team right back to him. Lucas, left alone in the corner, decides to hold on to it. Buchanan inside Alexander, bounce pass. Reynolds trying to work the angle, driving baseline, reverse layup is good. All five starters for California now in double digits. Chapman trying to drive inside, spinning and falling to the floor. Charleston now in the double bonus, and that will take us to the final immediate timeout. 3:40 remaining, 80-57 the score. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Digital Network.
Get ready to celebrate the holiday season with the Penn West California Theater and University Players production of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. See the beloved children's show come to life on the Steel Hall stage with all the characters you love and remember. The shows will be November 21st and 22nd at 7 p.m. with afternoon shows on November 22nd and 23rd at 2 p.m. For ticketing information, go to the Penn West California Theater's Facebook page and get your tickets today. You won't want to miss it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. 3:40 remaining here in the second half. California up 80-57 over the Golden Eagles of Charleston. The Vulcans in pole position to pick up their first win of the season. And an impressive one at that. I mean, they've had some tough competition to start off their 2025-2026 campaign. And, I mean, not a better feeling in the world to get your first win in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, definitely getting first win in front of a home crowd, your first home game back. Even on some would say it's even better of a feeling to get it against a team who has no losses, and being that first team to hand them their first loss of the season. Some would say there is no better feeling.
California at home for one before traveling away this weekend up to down to Athens, West Virginia to take on Concord before being back home on Monday to face off against Damon here in the Convocation Center. And an awkward tip off the missed free throw. Still fighting for it, and a whistle finally blown and a jump ball called before 2 straight road games against Wilmington, Delaware, and Bloomsburg, the first PSAC game of the season. Then one final non-conference matchup here at home against Bowie State, and then you finally get into the heart of conference play. Starting on December 16th, when California hosts Shippensburg here on that Tuesday, right after graduation. Corner 3 off the inbounds, no good. Lucas with another rebound in this game.
That's Lucas's 17th rebound of the game. He's approaching 20.
On for a rare 20-20 game is Bryson Lucas. Alexander inside, Lucas all alone in the corner. And there's never a doubt about it. He holds up his end of the bargain on the point side. 22 points now for him. And he gets the steal. Lucas keeps it in play. Reynolds back to him. Lucas. Is Charleston able to get back in time? And they always say the third time's the charm, but not this time. As one moment in this game, Bryson Lucas has been looking for that magical jam, and we're running out of opportunities for him. Reynolds off the screen finds Lucas, another 3. Why not? And he gets it to go. Keep him coming, Bryson Lucas, 26 points. Driving to the bucket and good is Caden Davis. Reynolds across half court and around Bryson Lucas. Lucas will take a moment to tie his shoe on the court while Reynolds being harassed by Rivens in front of the Vulcan bench. Feed the hot hand, why not? Reynolds keeps it himself, driving in the lane, gets fouled, going up for it. And Braden Reynolds back to the line for a pair.
Reynolds hit the ground pretty hard. He's still down on the court, helped up by his team. As you said, Lucas, the hot hand, I mean, from what now people say, if he's cooking, let him cook.
Yeah, why not? I got a bit ahead of myself. 25 points for him. 9 for 15 from the field, 6 for 9 from 3. 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I mean, he's literally doing everything.
Yeah, he's doing everything and then some.
Reynolds able to knock down the first. Some substitutions for California. Daisy and Ray both checking in. That'll be the end of the afternoon for Alexander and Buchanan. Alexander finishing with 17 points, 8 rebounds. Buchanan 15 points, 2 rebounds, 4 steals for him. And after this, making both of his free throws, Braden Reynolds will check out. Jordan Clayton will check back in for him. Reynolds 13 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Clayton. California looking to extend the lead to 30. Coach Sankum looking to empty the bench here in the last minute and a half. Lucas letting him work. Step back, 3. No good. Offensive board. Ray back out. 3 ball from Clayton off the front of the rim. Arnett with the offensive board, goes up with it and fouled. Dominant on the glass is California. Iambi Taylor will pick up his first foul. Arnett at the line to shoot 2. He's now at 14 points, 5 rebounds. Knocks down the first. Landon Wendell and Ibrahim Toure in for California. Second free throw attempt from Arnett is good. And the last piece being substituted in for California, number 32, Lakai Carter will check in. A minute and 9 seconds remaining, 90-60 the score. Cole trying to drive inside, throws it up, no good. And poked out of bounds off the hands of the Golden Eagles. Charleston will make one final substitution of their own. Caden Davis, who's been the lone bright spot here for Charleston, will check out. 21 points for him. Into the game will be number 12, Logan Phillips. Ray off the inbounds, gets it to Daisy. 45 seconds remaining. To Ray. Daisy. Now Wendell on the near side. Pulling up for 3. Daisy, too strong. Calling in the rebound are the Golden Eagles. Shot clock and game clock pretty much synced up. Robertson driving inside and drawing the foul is Robertson. Landon Wendell called for the foul. And Robertson at the line for 2 free throws here at the twilight of this contest. California improving to 1-2. Charleston falling to 2-1 on the season. Second free throw attempt from Robertson. No good, but the free throw attempt waved off. I believe there was a lane violation against the Golden Eagles. 10.3 seconds remaining. California in the inbound. Daisy brings it across the timeline and winds it down to 0, and that is it here from the Convocation Center. California picking up win number 1 on the season. Hunter, any final thoughts?
It's been an absolute dominant game for California. Once they were finally able to figure things out and clean up the slight issues they were having, it's been all California. They've looked like they find their groove, and we'll see if they can carry that into the season as it progresses. Your final score, California 90, Charleston 60. From everyone here at CTV, thank you very much for watching. From our director, Gary Smith, from my broadcast partner, Hunter Garman, my name is Jonathan Sape. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, California.